Up, homie, you fucked up, but if God got us, then we gon' be alright.
We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Huh? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright.
And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay.
We're here after successfully delivering indictments to public institutions that are in derelict of duty. We delivered indictments to the police department and Chief Nice, to the prosecutor's office and Sherry Bevan Walsh, to the probation department and Mike Rick, to the mayor's office, Mayor Dan Horton and city council members, and to Judge O'Brien for the judicial department. We have signatures of everybody that received the indictments. We deliver these indictments because we requested meetings with these public officials to combat the institutional racism that's going on in the city of Akron. With no avail, we congratulate them on winning the last election and requested a meeting after that with no avail. So now we're delivering indictments to let them know exactly how the public feel about the derelict of duty that the public institutions have been given to the black community, communities of color, and poor white communities in the Akron, Ohio area. We're living in what we call an all-American city. And right now, it's not all-American to us. Some people are excluded from access to opportunity. Some people are excluded from access to fresh foods, educational opportunities. So we're here today saying that we're no longer going to stand for it. We want to have a meeting in person with all these public officials so we can relay the concerns of the community. This is a sample indictment. These are the same indictments they service in our neighborhoods. The same SWAT teams that come in our neighborhoods, and we're required to come to their court dates. As elected officials, they're required to meet with us, and they refuse to meet with us. So we have to take them to this action. After 40 plus years after the riots, a draft of proposal was written up on how to make Akron better. It still hasn't happened. 40 plus years after Martin Luther King's death, and he stood for defeating the institution of racism, we still have institutional racism. The community of Akron is tired of it, and that's why we're here today. Thank you.
Basically to see what we needed to do to change our city for the better, what we needed to do to end institutional racism and to make it a more equal place. None of that stuff has gotten done.
We're just here to try and create some change. We've been sitting back waiting for it to happen. It's time to press forward. It's time to hold these people accountable for the positions that they have taken in our city, and to make sure that our children receive the proper education that they receive, and to make sure that our citizens receive the proper protections from our police department.
I think one of the biggest barriers is the institutions. They put a barrier between us and them. You know, for us, we have to do something like this just to get their attention. Whereas they should be open to hear from us at any time, and they should be concerned with our issues. If they want to get reelected, then they need to pay attention.
We would like to see more diversity training going on within the schools, within the legal system, with the police officers, teachers from top down. We would like to see culturally competent teachers placed in the schools with our kids, teachers who can understand the kids and who are aware of the community around them, not teachers being brought in from suburbs and areas who have nothing to do with the kids here in Akron. We just want to see training. We want to see more culturally competent officials in our city, and we want to see some effort put forth from all tiers.
Up, homie, you fucked up, but if God got us, then we gon' be alright.